Hey, good morning. What's going on YouTube and what is happening, guys? Thank you for tuning in to Rules for Rebels. Saw an interesting piece of news on Reddit the other day involving eBay and Amazon. Figured I'd share it with you guys. I thought it was interesting. eBay is accusing Amazon of unlawful merchant poaching. Figure we take a look at this article, but essentially, eBay is accusing Amazon of having hundreds of employees create eBay accounts with the sole intention of messaging eBay sellers through eBay's private messaging and trying to lure them over to become Amazon sellers or to leave eBay for Amazon. And I guess, accusing them of like sending messages and spelling out email addresses to try to avoid eBay's kind of detection system. I know a lot of, even just normal people who sell on eBay oftentimes try to correspond with people over messaging and try to kind of be slick because eBay does have some type of software that can pick out email addresses or try to catch you kind of doing deals outside of eBay or avoiding eBay fees. And it sounds like that's what eBay is saying Amazon was doing, was like spelling out email addresses. So, Jim.Smith, and then saying, AT as opposed to the symbol at gmail.com. But yeah, trying to lure these people over. eBay accuses Amazon of unlawful merchant poaching. Amazon employees have been using eBay's seller messaging feature to sway merchants over to Amazon, eBay claims. eBay says it found hundreds of messages in which Amazon employees sought to skirt the company's content monitoring. An Amazon spokesperson told CNBC in a statement that the company is conducting a thorough investigation of these allegations. So Amazon seems to be saying this wasn't like a corporate effort. Maybe it was some rogue employees. I'm guessing maybe Amazon employees who are in, customer relations or something are under high stress to bring over a lot of new accounts. And maybe some of them kind of went rogue and started doing this themselves on eBay. The article goes on to say eBay is accusing Amazon of unlawful and troubling poaching of merchants on the platform, the company said Wednesday. Amazon employees have been using eBay's seller messaging feature to sway merchants over to Amazon, eBay claims. The scheme has been going on for years, and in several countries, it says. eBay issued a cease and desist letter earlier this week. We have uncovered an unlawful, troubling scheme on the part of eBay to solicit eBay sellers to move over to Amazon's platform, eBay said in a statement. We have demanded that Amazon end its unlawful activity, and we will take appropriate steps as needed to protect eBay. An Amazon spokesperson told CNBC in a statement that the company is conducting a thorough investigation of these allegations. eBay says it found hundreds of messages in which Amazon employees sought to skirt the company's content monitoring, spelling out email addresses, adding extra characters to disguise the word Amazon, and suggesting offline contact, for example. The contact eBay alleges violates the California Comprehensive Computer Data Access and Fraud Act. The Wall Street Journal first reported eBay's allegations. So I wasn't sure if this was against the law, but it sounds like it's a California. This is definitely unethical. But in terms of being against the law, California tends to have a lot of laws that other states don't have. So maybe this somehow violates that. But I thought this was an interesting article, and I think the whole eBay versus Amazon, corporate battle is an interesting one. A lot of times you get first mover advantage. The first one into a marketplace winds up being the one who succeeds because they were the first one around. And, eBay is one of those situations where that wasn't really the case. I talk about that a lot with the print-on-demand industry. Zazzle and Cafe Press have been around since, late 90s, early 2000s, yet they've kind of been left in the dust by Redbubble and Amazon Merch and Teespring and a lot of these other newcomers who I think did a better job of making the process more user-friendly and marketing it more as a way to create a brand or create your own apparel line as opposed to just like print mouse pads with your kid's picture on them. So, it's not always the first mover who winds up being the most successful. And that's one of those with eBay and Amazon. I feel like eBay's been kind of lagging behind Amazon for a long time. And one thing I thought was kind of interesting, obviously in Reddit posts, when somebody posts a story, people leave comments, and man, there's a lot of hate for eBay. And I get it. I've been screwed over by both eBay and Amazon. Obviously, the policies are always going to benefit sellers. eBay and Amazon have a responsibility to provide a positive customer buying experience. If buyers aren't happy or if buyers are worried about buying on those platforms, there's going to be nobody to buy from the sellers. So, it kind of has to be skewed in that way, but it can be frustrating as sellers because there are buyers out there who kind of know how to game the system and get free stuff or, basically just win out in every situation that winds up happening. But I think eBay and Amazon are kind of equally as bad for sellers. If anything, I kind of like eBay better than Amazon. I think the two platforms are very different, right? Amazon is more a place for like books, phone cords, new things, kind of private label items. Well, you can sell all types of stuff on eBay. I've always kind of found that eBay is better for used things, better for unique items, collectibles, things like that. But yeah, thought this was an interesting article. Figured I would share it with you guys. I will link to the article in the description box below if you guys are interested and want to read more about this. But be interesting to see what comes of this. That's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, and we will catch you on the next video.